Hello everyone, welcome to Canteen Cup. My name is Scott, and well, we survived the storms of last night. There were several tornadoes in the area. Fortunately, none around us, and that's a good thing. We've been busy lately. I bet you guys are probably wondering where I've been, but we're working on a couple projects. One I'm getting ready to show you, and here it is. We have added lean-tos or lean-to sheds to the side of our shed, and there's a difference between the two sides. If you notice, this one has posts up next to the shed, and if we go over here, this one doesn't. And the reason why this side has posts along here is what I'm going to do, at least for half of this, maybe from here back to there, is I'm going to put 2x4s, not butt up next to each other, but a couple inches space between them from the floor up to the ceiling. And this is going to be where I'm going to put my firewood. Now, from here to here is 8 to 9 foot, and so that'll give me, if I fill it up from here back to there and stack it up, that'll give me almost 5 cords of wood that'll be under shelter. Now, as for the floor, what I'm going to do is I'm going to scrape it a little bit with my tractor, and then I'm going to lay down a layer of gravel, and what that'll do is that'll allow water to drain, so I don't have to worry about supporting my wood up underneath the wood pile, and it'll help slow down rot. But that's what we're going to do. I just got it done today, and real happy with it. And then the rest of it we'll use for storage or whatever. I may put some of my tractor implements under there. I may put the tractor under there. I don't know. But it's nice to have. Boy, it does change things around here. So we've been working on that, and then I'm working on a radio project, and it's kind of fun, but it has a preparedness angle or a preparedness bent to it, however you want to look at it. As you know, if you've looked at my last video, I went to a SOTA/POTA, and for those that don't know, that is summits on the air or parks on the air. And really what that means is you drive to either a summit like a hilltop or a mountaintop, or you hike or whatever, and then when you get up there you set up your antennas and you operate for a couple of hours, and then you come back down. The same thing with POTA or parks on the air is you go to a park, you set up, you operate, you talk to people. For SOTA you have to have 4 contacts. For POTA you have to have 10 contacts to count for what they call an activation. But it's a fun thing to do. And I went last Saturday and I bought all my MCOM gear, which I think if you see, it was a big toolbox filled with stuff. But a lot of people up there were operating with a lot less stuff, and they were operating a lot more efficiently, so to speak, than I was. I had the most contacts, but that's because I ran a digital mode, I think, more than anything else. But what got me thinking is that I really haven't done a real tactical HF operation. In other words, for those that may be on patrol, or for those that had to bug out and only had X amount of space, I've never done a real small, we'll call it a man-portable or a man-packable HF station. and I'm going to do that. I have bought myself a radio. It's one of those Zygu G90s, which I happen to like a lot. And I'll talk more about that in this upcoming video. But I am creating a man-portable / man-packable HF station. And I think that's important, you know, because there may be a circumstance or there may be a situation where that's all you have or that's all you want to have, especially if you are, you know, bugging out on foot and you still want to maintain contact and everything else is down. This would be a way to do that. You know, it still means you'll have to carry some weight, but it won't be like what I carried out last Saturday. It's going to be a lot less. I've been kind of fooling around with it and working with it, and I'm getting ready to do a video. I probably still have a couple more days of testing and whatever, but I'll show you what I got, and then you guys can go on from there and really decide, you know, if you really need that thing or if you want to do it. You know, this SOTA / POTA stuff, I really like it because it makes you want to get outside with your radio gear and practice in the woods, which is what we need to do. You know, sometimes we get a little complacent and maybe we'll set up in the backyard or, you know, maybe go to a nearby park. But with SOTA or POTA, you know, typically you have to go somewhere. Not all of us have a nearby park where we can go and operate. Like, my parks are probably at least 15 to 20 miles away. Which brings up a point that I usually say about going to the field and testing your radios, like on field day, which I'm not a fan of field day, but that's another story, is if you're going to take your rig to the field, you need to get at least 20 miles away and then try to operate. Now you say, well, I can just go 2 miles down the road to the park. Well, yes, you can. However, at 2 miles away, you wouldn't hesitate a second to go back and get something you forgot. And that's not really testing your system, because you had to go back, and in your mind you say, well, I still operated from the field. When you start getting about 20 miles away, then it becomes too far to go back and get that little something that you forgot, and then you try to make do, and if you can't make do, then you fail. Been there, done that, but that's how you really test your station. So for those that are interested in SOTA and POTA, get your rigs together and go out, get away from the house, and even if it's just operating for 3 or 4 hours, go out and do it. Have some fun, but get far enough away where if you forgot something, you're not going to run back home real quick and get it. What you'll do instead is either make do with what you got and take notes about what went wrong, or you fail and you have a nice day at the park and you go home. Excuse me. And then you go try again next time. So that's pretty much it. I just wanted to, you know, check in, tell you I'm still alive and well, and I'm still working on things. Spring is here, and we're fixing to start to get busy. So that's all I got for y'all. I hope for those of you that were in some of these weather areas that you survived. Hopefully everybody was safe and healthy. You know, there was some really bad weather in Alabama, Tennessee, and Mississippi last night, and we did have some tornadoes here in Georgia, none close to us, but it is that time of year. So that's all I have. Everybody stay safe, stay secure. We'll see you.